today. This is just awesome. The mayor covered all the key points in terms of many of the great things going on, but I just want to reinforce a few. If you look at it, this was a place that was viewed as a major blight on this community. This is a community that has made a tremendous comeback over the last few years. And Mayor, all of you should be proud for the wonderful things going on throughout your entire city. From the new hospital project to the river or the lakefront, all the great things going on, what's going on with the creative community, the young people. I was out walking trails yesterday. You got a lot of great things going on in Marquette, and you should be proud. So let's give a round of applause to all our Marquette folks here But there are some cases where you need additional support and partnership. And that's where it's great to see people come together on a property like this. This is something that I had the opportunity to visit the Veterans Home earlier this year. And as I made the visit to the Veterans Home, I'm looking across at this building and saying, wow, look at this building and the potential it could have, but the fact it wasn't active. And to see that people had made a commitment to bring it back. And the legacy and history here is incredible. If you think about the orphanage being here and the history of that and what it meant to the area and people, our Native Americans and everyone. But then I heard the stories, which I won't share, the more colorful stories from 1981 on about what transpired in this facility or in the general vicinity. There is a lot of history here. The greatest part, though, is to see now that by the end of the year, this won't be people just talking about the Grandview in one of those contexts. It'll be talked about as the Grandview Marquette and its home. And that's the part we should really remember is we're not talking about a building. We're talking a place that will now be a place for people to live, to raise their family in, to have opportunities that they may not have had before. By living here, they'll have access to opportunities to find work, to hopefully get the skills and training to give them a brighter future. And hopefully they'll potentially move out, to be blunt, into other housing. But it'll provide an access or resource for someone else. So it's wonderful to think of this as not only a historic building that in many cases had a history that every Marquette person can name in some context, but to think about it as now a place that will be viewed as a place of loving families, of people making a living, of people bettering their lives, and creating a place for a bright future for everyone in the Marquette community. So that's where people should be really proud, and that's where it is about teamwork. So I'd just like to reinforce the thanks to everyone that made this happen, from the architects to the builders, and you can hear the passion in the builders in this place. It's tremendous. To the Community Action Agency, to the people that help do this project in terms of providing the financial resources and the vision to make it happen. You should be really proud because as time passes, it won't just be the opening in November. That'll be a special day, I hope. It'll be when you come back in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and you see this building. And you see the building with people walking in and out of it, making a life because of this place and the work you've done. So you should be proud, all of you, and I want to thank you on behalf of the state of Michigan. I've got a wonderful team that supports me, that does the real work. They've done a great job in this particular case of stepping forward. But we want to continue to partner with you in this area and throughout all the Upper Peninsula and finding ways to continue to take on places that were viewed as challenges, that were viewed as places that we don't know what to do, to huge success stories that are going to change the livelihood of Michiganders. So thank you for the opportunity to be here today. This is awesome. This is exciting. This is pure Michigan in a different context, but we should be proud. Thank you so much.